What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video for the World of Warcraft Dragonflight Alpha. We're here for our last Shaman first look talent tree video here. So the goal with these videos is to go into each specialization and try to create a build that would work well in open world content. One that would help us to quest, level, do world quests, that kind of stuff. The usual like casual scrub build that I like to play the most. So if you haven't seen the previous Shaman videos, be sure to check those out. In particular, I would encourage you to check out the first half of the Enhancement Shaman video, because we really deep dive into the Shaman side of the talent tree. And I'm not really going to rehash all that in this video. So you can go and check that out. We're going to focus mainly on the restoration side of the talent tree, just to kind of save us some time here, and go from there. Also, I would say, you know, if you're into these videos, if you want to see me come back and make more videos for World of Warcraft, please strongly support the video. Hit the like button, share it, leave a comment. Let me know that this is stuff that you guys want to see, because at this point, that's what it's going to take to convince me to do this beyond kind of just a casual sort of level. So let me know for sure if you're enjoying the videos and if you want to see more of them. All right, so we're going to be doing this on Resto. Traditionally, Restoration Shaman has been pretty boring for open world content. You basically just kind of end up making as close to an elemental shaman as you can. But I think we're going to look at this from the perspective of possibly, like, let's say you're questing with a partner, okay? So I think, you know, honestly, if you're going to go out there and you're going to play Resto in open world content, maybe you're soloing. And we're going to make this as solo effective as we can, but when we hit those places where it just doesn't make any sense, we're going to take this from the approach of, you know, we're playing with a significant other or a friend or something like that. So we have, like, we're going to go for the there's two of us approach, as opposed to the, you know, there's a full party of us out there. So I think that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to look at. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So we are in our Resto form, I believe. And we're still doing like the shield and everything here. Yeah, it didn't give us like a staff or anything. So we're still doing a shield and a one-hander, and that's fine. That's what we have. So if we open up our spell book, you know, we have our usual shaman stuff here that we're going to pull out. The kind of stuff that we're going to need, you know, like probably don't need chain heal in open world content. You know, but we are going to use like our flame shock. We're going to use our flame tongue weapon. Ghost Wolf, Healing Surge, Lava Bursts, Lightning Bolts, our terrible elemental mimicry here. All right, Lightning Shield, and then in Resto, we've got Ancestral Vision, which is our AoE res, and then we have Purify Spirit, and then we have our Mastery. This increases healing from your spells by up to 56% based on the current health of the target. The lower health the target is, the more healing we're going to do. So pretty basic stuff there. So we're going to jump in. We are Resto. If we hit up the talent tree, again, we're just going to kind of run through this. So it is giving us Lava Burst, and it is giving us Chain Heal, which is pretty nice. So we're definitely going to want to pick up Chain Lightning for sure. And then after that, we're going to have to see. Let's go ahead and get our defensive cluster that I like to pick up here. So we're going to grab Astral Shift. We're going to grab Wind Shear for the interrupt. We're going to increase the damage reduction on Astral Bulwark. Maybe not as necessary. Maybe we want to just increase the duration, since we're going to have pretty strong heals as Resto. I don't know. You know, that would take some testing. We're going to grab Spirit Wolf. And then we know we want to come over and get this chunk here. And I think we're going to do that again. Probably just by casting Flame Shock here. So that's going to get us into this little chunk that we want. So then we need one more point. We're going to drop that in Earth Elemental for a nice defensive cooldown. Then we're going to grab Nature's Fury. We're going to grab Ankh Talisman. Winds of Alakir. We'll pick up Gust of Wind. That chunk there is going to be pretty nice. We're going to go down the middle here, get Fire and Ice, Astral Defense, Elemental Warding, and then I think we want to go ahead and let's increase our damage of Lightning Bolts. We're definitely going to want that additional damage there. Then we can pick up our Thunderstorm into Lightning Lasso for a DPS cooldown. Maybe Nature's Swiftness. I'm not sure. We've got 4 points available. Let's see. So we do have... Let's see. I'm seeing Water Shield listed on here. Water Shield is triggered. Grab Healing Stream Totem. I'm not seeing Earth Shield. Where are we getting Water Shield from? No idea. Alright, so we have 3 points left. Where do we want to put those? I think maybe we could grab Earth Shield. Usually we have been picking up, you know, something damage related. We could grab Frost Shock. It's additional damage output, which we really do need on Resto. Just another button to hit to deal damage is okay there. And then I think... these 2 points can kind of go anywhere. I don't want to think too hard about it right now. But let's go ahead and just change it up and let's grab Earth Shield and then Elemental Orbit. So that's going to let us increase the number of active elemental shields we can have on ourselves. So we can have Lightning Shield and Earth Shield. And Earth Shield's going to increase our damage, our healing on targets, and then heal them when they get hit. So we'll apply that. All right, let's take a look at what we have going on here. So we have our Earth Shield, so now we can have Lightning and Earth Shield, so we can have both shields. So lots of defense here, and I don't know that we're going to get many ways to amp our damage through the talent tree, so that's going to be where we're going to be looking at a lot of the, you know, like we're leveling with a friend sort of stuff. All right, so we got some movement skills here. We got our Lightning Lasso. That is going to be a nice little damage increase for us. We've got Chain Lightning and Frost Shock. We got our Healing Stream Totem. We got our defensive with Astral Shift. We've got our Interrupt. And then we have our Earth Elemental cooldown. So right now we have like the uber basic elemental sort of lineup here. Where like as of right now, this is basically what we're doing. You know, we're going up to a target. We're going to hit Flame Shock. We're going to cast Lava Burst. Maybe throw out a Frost Shock. Our Frost Shock has no cooldown, so there's really probably no reason. Well, we could open with like Frost Shock into Flame Shock into Lava Burst. Don't really need to do that either, so maybe it's like Frost Shock into Lava Burst into Flame Shock. I don't know. There's nothing too thrilling going on there, right? So let's see if there's anything in this resto tree that is going to make us deal a little more damage. Like I said, highly unlikely. This has always been one of the worst specializations for trying to come up with a build that works for solo. Because so much of it is just focused on healing, which is good. It's a healing specialization, and I actually think that it's a really fun one, right? So just keep in mind that, you know, we're twisting this, right? All right, so we have to pick up Riptide, which is really nice. Short cooldown heal that does a heal and then does a heal over time. Super great ability. We're going to look through and check out the active abilities that we can grab. Which are the ones in these little boxes here. So we'll do that first. So, hey, there's Water Shield. Okay, so it was over here the whole time. All right, so we have Healing Rain. Really, really nice. Not great for open world content, but it is nice. We got Healing Wave. So this is our larger heal. And then we also have Healing Stream Totem, which is weird because it's right here. Now, is this like a, I don't know if this is a duplicate, like a placeholder, are like a we don't need to pick up healing stream totem here if we're gonna pick it up here. I'm really not sure. The Shaman talent trees like just came out, so yeah, I mean, like right now I'd probably pick like the big heal, I think, just based off of these. So we also have water shield, so this restores mana per second. I don't know, like, is that important? Were we running out of mana kind of casting this stuff? So I feel like we probably weren't. I feel like that shield is going to be important when you're casting a lot of heals, right? Yeah, because your heals take a lot more mana than your damaging abilities. So I think, you know, just for open world stuff, we don't really need water shield. All right, moving on. We got Spirit Link Totem, also another one we don't really need. This is also better with more people in general. We've got our Healing Tide Totem, 3-minute cooldown. Does a big heal for everybody in the party or raid. We got Mana Tide Totem, which regenerates mana. 3-minute cooldown as well. Got Earth Living Weapon. View the Shaman's weapon with Earth and Life, which gives you Riptide, Healing Wave, Healing Surge, and Chain Heal. 20% chance to trigger Earth Living on the target, which heals for an additional amount over 12 seconds. And this lasts for 60 minutes. Can we have that and also have like Flame Tongue? I'm not sure. We'll have to test. Primordial Wave, that is probably what we're going to pick up. Like, just based off what I'm seeing right now, we're going to go to Primordial Wave because Primordial Wave does damage. And that's really what we're looking for, is ways to do damage. So then we have Downpour, which is another AoE heal. It's a shorter cooldown. And the cooldown is increased by 5 seconds for each target effectively healed. So if you're solo, it's a 10-second cooldown for 1600 versus a 2000 for chain heal versus a 2300. Yeah, it's not really worth it. You would want to heal the maximum amount possible with that. Ever Rising Tide, overcharge your mana for 8 seconds, increasing your haste by 10% and healing by 10%. While overcharge, your mana regeneration is halted. That's actually pretty cool. I mean, like, you could just get the haste and use that on your Lightning Bolt and Lava Surge. That's not too terrible. And then we have Ascendance, which this is the Water Ascendant, which increases our healing. So right now, just based off the active abilities I'm seeing, like, I think we want to come over to Primordial Wave, and we maybe want to try to hit that Ever Rising Tide if we can for that 30-second, 10% haste for 8 seconds kind of combo, just based on that. So let's take a look at our choice talents, which are the ones with these arrows here. So here we deal nature damage every 1 second up to 6 enemies inside your healing rain. Okay, so that turns Healing Rain into a small damaging ability. That's kind of cool. Increase the damage of your Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning by 35%. Okay, that's better. that's better. Okay. We've seen this one a bunch, so these abilities no longer cancel Ghost Wolf. It's kind of whatever. Stormkeeper, definitely good. Charge yourself with lightning, causing your next 2 lightning bolts to deal more damage and be instant cast. Definitely a good pickup here. I'm already liking, Call of Thunder plus Stormkeeper here is turning us into a better damage dealer. Over here, we've got our Casting Lava Burst, increase the damage of the next healing or damage spell. Increases the damage or healing of your next nature, physical, or frost spell by 10%. And then we have the Healing Surge is more effective. We're going to have good heals anyway, so I'm not too worried about that on this one, whereas I really liked taking that on the other 2 specializations. Here we've got Cloudburst Totem, so this collects power from healing spells and then releases it. Then we have Living Stream, so Healing Stream Totem ticks for more. Really nice, a little bit overkill, I think. All right, here we have Flow of the Tides, casting Chain Heal on a target affected by Riptide, consumes it, and increases the healing of your Chain Heal. Increase the healing of Chain Heal and causes it to bounce an extra time. All right, we've got Unleash Life, so unleash the forces of life, healing a friendly target. This increases the healing of a bunch of other stuff. Every third healing wave or healing surge heals for an additional 50%. Ancestral Protection Totem gains 10% increased life for allies, and if an ally dies, it consumes the totem to reincarnate them. Earthen Wall Totem. This is going to redirect damage taken by allies within the radius to the totem. It's all okay. Down here, we have Primordial Wave has a 15% chance not to incur its cooldown, which is 45 seconds, or reduces the cooldown of Primordial Wave by 15 seconds. Okay. And then here, every 20,000 mana you spend brings a High Tide. I liked this one quite a bit when making an actual restoration build for like dungeons and stuff. Primal Tide Core. Every forecast Riptide also applies Riptide to another friendly target near your Riptide target. And then we have Wellspring, another heal. And we have our passive Ascendance talent here. So casting Riptide has a 7% chance to activate Ascendance, but this activates the water one. So based on that, I'm like, we're over here on this side for sure. This is where our damage dealing abilities are as of right now. So we'll go through. We need to spend 7 points up here in the top. We definitely want to get over to this branch. It looks like to get to this, we're going to have to go Healing Wave into Deluge. We don't necessarily need to put 2 points into Deluge. So this is Healing Wave, Surge, and Chain Heal here for an additional 10% on targets that are affected by your Healing Rain or Riptide. That's all well and good. Now, you can pick up Healing Wave for a cheaper healing spell if we want. I don't know if that's necessarily something we need. I think we're probably good with Healing Surge. Now, this Healing Stream Totem, again, I don't know if this is like take this in place of this, if it's a placeholder or what. So let's take a look. So far, I didn't really see a reason to go down this side of the tree. So I think we kind of want to stay middle to left if we can. But we'll take a look at the passives here. Casting Riptide grants 2 stacks of Tidal Waves, which reduces the cast time of your next healing wave or chain heal. Again, this is really nice if you're actually healing dungeons and stuff. Consuming Tidal Waves reduces the cooldown of Healing Stream, Tide, Mana Spring, Tide, and Poison Cleansing Totem. When you consume Tidal Waves, the cast time of your next heal is reduced. Flame Shock damage over time has a 15% chance to reset the remaining cooldown on Lava Burst. Yep, so we're going straight down here to get that. That's going to help us with our damage quite a bit. And then it looks like we have to put like a point in here. Okay, we do have to put 2 points in to kind of get what we want here, and we're going to go for Call of Thunder. All right, so we definitely want to pick up Stormkeeper here. And then in this one, okay, we don't need to pick this up, but we do want to get to Primordial Wave. So we got to get there somehow. It can either be through a point in here, or we can come here and here. So it depends. What is this? Targets you heal with Healing Wave, Healing Surge, Chain Heal, or Riptide's initial heal. Gain 5% increased health for 10 seconds. So it's really easy for us to fling out Riptide on ourselves at the start of a battle. And just have increased health. So that's not too bad. Casting Chain Heal, we're not going to do that a lot. Okay, so I think we're not going to get there through this. Okay, so it may be through this, or it may be through getting the Healing Tide Totem, which I don't think I love too much. I don't like Spirit Link Totem. Resurgence. Direct critical heals, refund a percentage of maximum mana. Not crazy about that. Riptide and Lava Burst have an additional charge. We do want to get that for sure. And then, let's see. And then, yeah, we're going to want to come over into Ever-Rising Tides as well, I think. So, where do we put points in? I think we go ahead and we do... We're going to want that. I just don't know how we're going to get there. Like, Spirit Link Resurgence, that's 2 points to get there. Increase the duration of Riptide by 3 seconds into Healing Tide Totem into this. So we basically have to take one of these 3. Increased mana regen is okay. 3-minute cooldown, 3-minute cooldown. So we, if we want to give our Lava Burst an additional charge, which I think we do, then we have to take a 3-minute cooldown somewhere. So Spirit Link is not good. I don't think we want to go through there, and I don't want to have to pick up Resurgence. So at the moment, we can get Healing Tide Totem, which is probably unnecessary. But we can get there by increasing the duration of Riptide, which I think is fine. Or we can take Monetide Totem, but we have no way to, like, get there. We'd have to come through all of this. Yeah, so I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3. All right. And then we want to get to Primordial Wave. So, again, we can skip this, and now we can just pick up one of these. I think we'll just do every third Healing Wave or Healing Surge heals for an additional 50%. So we still have to spend 7 points. That is insane. That's a lot of points. Okay, so what do we want to do with that? I don't... Could pick up the 5% increased health. That's not terrible. I guess we gotta kind of come over here. We got 12 points available. We're gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4 in, probably right here. And we'll have 1 point left over, which won't get us to Ever-Rising Tide. So we can't get over there anyway. So at this point, we got to look at this from the perspective of, okay, we have one person that we're playing with, right? So we can increase their health. That seems good. We need 5 points. So I think we may just go into... Yeah, we'll kind of go this route. Tidal Waves, Water Totem Mastery into Living Stream. And then we'll try this, I think we'll try this Earth Living Weapon. Just to see if we can combo that with it. Okay, so we have 5 points left. And if we want this Ever-Rising Tide, then we've got to put 2 points in. That leaves us 3 points over here. Let's do Primordial Wave. Increases the next healing done. Ah, that's not too crazy. Do we want that, or do we want just like 10% haste? And we had to put 2 points in, and then we can get the cooldown reduced to 30 seconds. So basically, we can put... Yeah, you know, I think we just leave Primordial Wave as what it is, right? It's a 45-second cooldown that does some damage, and then that'll let us pick this up for an additional 30-second cooldown that'll give us some haste. So the question is, do we get there from here or here? It's going to take 2 points either way. For each Riptide active on an ally, your heals are more effective. where Earth Shield healing is increased by 50% if your Earth Shield target is below 75% health. Healing Wave and Healing Surge, add a stack of Earth Shield to your target. Yeah, that seems good. So then we'll grab that. And then we have 1 point left that we can chunk in somewhere. That seems pretty okay, actually. When you critically heal with your Healing Wave, Healing Surge, or Riptide, you summon an Ancestral Spirit to aid you, instantly healing the lowest percentage health-friendly party or raid target within 40 yards for 10% of the amount healed. Just kind of like some extra passive healing. Sure. Let's go with it. Okay, so really all we did was make a janky elemental shaman, which is exactly what I expected. We don't have anything like too crazy unique in here. We just kind of like gave ourselves extra buttons to push so that we can increase our DPS output as much as possible. And again, like I said, like I know this is not the way to play Resto Shaman, like in a dungeon or anything like that. Like it's definitely not. That's really not the goal here. All right, so we have that, we have that, we have this, and we have Earth Living Weapon, and then we have Healing Tide Totem. Okay, so we have Earth Living Weapon, and it does get overwritten by Flame Tongue Weapon. So I think we actually would drop a point here. Oh man, that screwed up the build. Reset. Okay, so we can't put an extra point in here. We'd have to put this point somewhere else. I think maybe the initial heal from Riptide is increased. Let's just go with that. This. 2 points here, 1 point there, 1 point there. All right, so I really just took that away from us so that we can keep Flame Tongue Weapon. And then we can have 2 shields. So I think like we're probably going to want Lightning Shield and Water Shield on us. If we're playing with someone else, then we probably want to have Water Shield and Earth Shield up potentially. Yeah, I think that's what we would want if they're like someone who's going to tank for us. So really now we got 45 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and 1 minute. So ideally what we would do is just kind of come in and we'd pop all of our cooldowns as much as possible. You can maybe save the 45-second and up ones for like a tough target. But I would probably do something like... We'd have to test and see what was best, but maybe like Frost Shock into Flame Shock, into Ever Rising Tide, into Lava Burst, Lava Burst, Lava Bursts, Lightning Bolt. Right? And then we just kind of make sure that we are keeping our Flame Shock up on the target so we can get those procs. You know, we could throw out one of our other, you know, throw a Lightning Lasso. Do our little Primordial Wave for not too much damage. And then we have Stormkeeper. Get up. Boom. Honestly, it doesn't feel terrible, right? And then we, you know, just throw in like a Healing Surge. So I'm actually surprised at how many damage dealing tools we were able to find in the restoration tree. Like, I really wasn't expecting like Stormkeeper and you know, like this increased damage and stuff to be in here. So I mean, is it great? Is it the best build for open world content solo? Maybe it might be. Is it actually like the best resto shaman build? No. You know, like I said, anytime you get into resto, it gets a little weird, and I've always felt like restoration shaman was one of the hardest ones to build for. But surprisingly, like, I did feel forced to put some points into some stuff that I think really wouldn't help me or really matter in open world content. But I was surprised at the amount of stuff that just felt like pretty solid points to put in general. And I mean, we got exactly what I expected, which is kind of like a janky elemental shaman that can heal better. So really good. I think like pretty viable. Had to do some testing, but pretty viable if you're going to play with one other person. Like, let's say, you know, you're going to play with someone who's playing a tank or a DPS, and you want to be able to DPS as well, but then also throw out some heals. I mean, I think this is pretty solid. So yeah, that's going to do it. We've taken a look at all 3 shaman trees. So I'll be doing a video when I'm able to next time where I kind of go and showcase each of these builds out in the open world, and also just kind of talk about like which spec I'm the most excited about in terms of, you know, open world content and everything. Obviously, healing and tanking, like actually in a group in a dungeon, is something else entirely, and I'll be taking time to dedicate videos to that at a different time. Right now, I'm just trying to get a feel for these talent trees and kind of approach this as if like I just logged in and I just want to start questing. So you guys let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know if you're enjoying these videos. And if you are, then I will continue to make them. So far, yeah, overall impression is fairly good. So we'll see where this goes as the alpha continues on. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next video.